Hi, welcome to AI Doc YouTube channel, and for today's AI day number 102, let's try to check new AI specifically designed for design, and let's try to understand how it works and whether I'm able to use it or not. So this is the wavyai.com .ai, and it seems that it is their motto is artistic intelligence. So instead of artificial intelligence, it is only uh, like created for artistics. So turn your creative vision into scalable workflows, access all AI models and professional editing tools in one node based platform. So they have mentioned this on their homepage. So we can see here that uh, like how it works. So uh, it is Rodin 2.0 3D model and color conference they have used as input, and from this stable diffusion image is created. We can see the output. Then that image with text with additional image as a Flux Pro point 1.1 it is added, and they have created this video output. So pretty impressive. Let's try to check. Use all AI models together at last. So we can see that they have this list of AI models which you can use. GPT-1, GPT Image 1, WAN SD 3.4, Runway, Gen 4, Imagen 3, Veo 3 is also there. So Racecraft, V3, Kling, Flux, Minimax, Ideogram, Luma Ray 2, then Minimax Image 1, Union, Bria. So all this well-known uh, like AI art model is there. So creation of images to creation of like video. So all these models you can use. With all the professional tools, you can rely on one seamless workflow. You can crop, you can outpaint, invert, inpaint, okay, upscale, marks, extractor, image describer. So from image you can get details out of it. Then or maybe it's related to adding prompt text prompt to for generating image channels, painter, relight, z depth extractor. So it seems very interesting to start with. So uh, control the outcome. So here is the actual studio they have. You can update title, use canvas text in layer. When I over mouse, it changed. So like Michael Lambert. So here we have. So we will try to check that as well. From workflows to the app mode. So uh, from transparent green mechanical or image output. Okay, this is the image they have. Transparent green tinted mechanical wave machine. It has cylindrical component to the left, which seems to be rotating, producing thin cinematic. So let's try to check if trusted by. So these are organizations who have adopted Wavy AI. Explore our workflow. So multiple models. Van Laura. artificial intelligence, human creativity. With new way to create, we are bringing gap between AI capability and human creativity. Continue the tradition of craft in artistic experience. We call it artistic intelligence. So they try to keep human creativity intact, and with the help of artificial intelligence, it only act as a tool or support medium here. So okay, so before actual to before workflow, here workflow, okay. Before actually start with uh, hands-on, let's try to understand how it actually works. So we will check this video.
One-click magic AI tools are everywhere. But in real life, you know it's all about your process, your iterations, your control. Weavy is an AI-powered platform that supports your creative flow instead of replacing it. That messy, beautiful process where the real magic happens. Your visual creation lives inside your own controlled chaos. You can literally see your thoughts right there on the screen. Build processes you can iterate on, reuse, evolve, and share. Iterate on, reuse, evolve.
So we can see the full process here. It's kind of like mind map, like prompt, then from prompt, text to image, image to 3D, then again prompt, text to image. Then both images created as compositor, image describer, prompt, then image to image, then crop. We can edit image as well, image to image, image to video, extract frame, then z depth extractor, mask extractor. So all this particular uh, output must have so here's the actual flow they have, like
Powered platform that supports your creative flow instead of replacing it. That messy, beautiful process where the real magic happens. Your visual creation lives inside your own controlled chaos. You can literally see your thoughts right there on the screen. Build processes you can iterate on,
okay.
reuse, evolve, and share. You're not
So out of when we have like full image or video, you can extract one single particular piece out of it for this design.
and share. You're not just designing anymore. You're building and sharing your own.
We can see many variation from it. You can uh, get output of it, like texture, angle, position, and same time you can use prompt as well.
Own design machines.
It's it seems very helpful or supportive for designer or uh, artist who works on like creation of different images, different logos, or vector based like outcomes they work on.
This is artistic intelligence. This is Weavy.
Mm. So they have this tutorials, total create for layer, mask, and compose like pro. Build your own design app from workflow to scalable tool. How to build your first AI workflow. So I will start with this one first tutorial. I think for today's session, I will just go through videos and try to understand. And with on next session, I will try to create one at least workable output from it. let's try to how it work. Let's try to check how it works. Because first actual just try an R&D. I want to know how it actually works. So I will try to go through a few tutorials today, and in next session I will try to use I will try to do hands-on. Okay, so I will go for tutorial 1, 2, 3 and 4. So they have not uploaded these tutorials in sequence, but tutorial 3 is uploaded first, then tutorial 1, 4 and 2. Maybe they have renamed this video later as per suitability, but let's try to check.
Hello everyone! In this tutorial we're going to learn some basic Weavy navigation. We're going to learn how to generate from one prompt into multiple image models, and using the image we generated we're going to check out how to generate from multiple video models. Let's do that! When you first start with Weavy, you're going to see a gallery over here at the top. These are all workflows for you to examine, educate from, duplicate, and use it as your own. So these are workflows. For example, over here you could see tutorials. Creating a new file over here at the top would generate a new empty canvas. Let's start by dragging out a prompt node from the top left menu, and then dragging out any of the image AI models available. So let's drag out Imagen, maybe Flex Pro Ultra, etc. We could connect one prompt to an entire array of AI models and test all.
This is something very cool. We have prompt box there, then we have different image model box there in arranged in very proper workflow. So it gives visual like insight, like how what are different steps and what we need to do actually to get output. And this is something I haven't seen earlier, maybe because first time I'm using design tool.
Out. Skipping ahead, I've arranged an entire array of image models: GPT, Flux, Minimax, Luma, Recrap.
So we can have one output, and for each, no, sorry, one input, and once we like arranged our AI models in sequence, then for that particular prompt or text, we can see the what are different variations output we can have. Like here we can see that Google Imagen is there, then GPT image 1 is there. So for same out input or prompt, we can see the variations for though that output created using different AI models. So it is very easy to choose out of it, like which one we like, and we can use that particular model. So let's check.
Google Imagen, Ideogram, Stable Diffusion, and DALL-E, all connected to the same prompt to generate images from. Actually, this is how I start any project. I'm checking out different AI models and finding out which one would be best for my purpose. I think I've went with this one in this project, and then skipped ahead, connecting it as an initial image to another array of video models. Initial image.
So there is no need to remove models which are not required. We can directly connect, use this as base image after prompt, and based on that we can have other prompts to use.
To another array of video models. So Runway, Skyreels, Minimax, Kling, Pixaverse, and Luma. It's part of our mission to implement any new AI model available to Weavy, so you'll have the newest models to check and work with. Okay, this was fun. Let's check out some basic functionalities. So clicking on any of the models would open up properties panel here on the right, aspect ratio, prompt strength, etc., etc. Each model comes with its own properties, so please pay attention to the right-hand panel. And let's quickly.
So this he mentioned about each model with come its own properties, because this models properties are based on what are the offerings they have as an individual separate AI model. So if we open this, then we have different settings here, and for other models we have different settings here, because these features are provided by that particular AI model only.
Go over the menu on the left side. So the first one is the toolbox, prompt, import, export, basic tools for you to examine. Compositor, we will talk about in the next video.
It seems very complete package they have, similar to Photoshop. We can crop, we can invert, level, blur, then photopy, then we can export as well.
Videos, painter, cropping, text tools, and helpers. Let's go to the next one. Entire array of image models, underneath it graphic vectors, editing image functionalities, video models, the entire array, generating from video, enhancing, we have Topaz, of course. Next one would be 3D models, and the one beneath it is my models that I have saved for myself. Over here at the bottom, we can see my gallery of images and videos generated in this workflow. Hovering up.
There are different section, like for what models you have created. So within that, that particular workflow is saved. It's just not output, but more like what is the process you have created output. Those model like workflows saved, and based on this previously used workflow, you can use reuse this to create new one, or you can also have output which you have generated as separate gallery section, but in that gallery output workflow is not available. But yes, they have a good thing they have done, that they kept both separated.
My models that I have saved for myself. Over here at the bottom, we can see my gallery of images and videos generated in this workflow. Hovering above any image or video and clicking spacebar would scale it up for us to examine it properly. Always name your file or examine it.
So when we click on particular output, at least for this one, you can see that they have three options, out of which third is selected. So I'm not sure what is this two is all about, because it seems not related to this output. Let's try to check previous one.
Gallery of images and videos generated in this workflow. Hovering above any image or video and clicking spacebar would.
Yeah, for this also they have this output, but this seems not related to that input or output.
Scale it up for us to examine it properly. Always name your file over here. You can share it with anyone you like by clicking copy link or adding the email. Oh, last thing, don't forget to right click on any image and set as cover, so you'd have a nice thumbnail in your homepage. I strongly recommend watching the next tutorial. It's about the compositor node, which enables you to manually control the composition in the frame, which is super important for me to get exactly where I want. So,
Okay. So in this they mention about tutorial 2, but tutorial 2 is uploaded after tutorial 4. It's interesting. They kept this I think for user engagement, this upload. Let's try to check tutorials 2. All these are pretty like self explanatory. So you can have like you with this only 3 minute 3.5 minutes video, I can understand what is the basic they are offering, and how we can for the beginner, how we can start to use. So uh, let's try to check out. For today I will try to check this all 4 tutorials, and next time let's hope I will be able to do at least some hands-on.
In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to use the compositor node, which is super important in order to compose your own original images. We're also going to take a look on how to use the text node. That's it, I think. Let's start. As you can see, the compositor node has as many inputs as I would like. I can add another and another and another layer. Over here we have 4 layers, one for the background, 3 additional layers. Let's take a look at what are the layers.
So its layers means it seems connectors based on that, like input connectors. So we have prompt connector here as a layer 2. We have another or background type of connector here as well. Based on this particular layer, it act as a raw material or ingredients, and output we can see here.
Background, 3 additional layers. Let's take a look at what are.
Yes. So here is the, so each and everything or layer is created from scratch from prompt. So here we can see that prompt is added, and based on this output, it is provided for this recipe. Here again we can see that from prompt giraffe is created, and from that it's vector image created. So we can use here. We can see the variation. Everything starts from prompt, and from that prompt, what is the output? It again used as a input for next level workflow.
The layers. The first one is an image generated by ideogram, these 2 guys standing on the ledge of the balcony. This goes into mask extractor, which can automatically select different elements of the image. So I can select the skies, I can select just the ledge, and by holding shift I can select all the elements that I need. The automatic selection.
Okay, so I didn't know about what is this mask extractor. So we can see that mask means different types of uh, things available in that particular image. We can select one by one out of it.
Was like that, generating this hard edge around it. I didn't want it, so I expanded the selection, and now I have this full mask of the guys with the building. Next is the giraffe generated with Google Imagine, connected into. Next is the giraffe generated.
So here is the prompt, and here we can say negative prompt. So I'm not sure about this negative prompt.
With Google Imagine, connected into remove background by SD3, which is doing great work. And
so like as per suitability of models, we can use whenever it required. It should not be like once you start with one model, you should go with to use for all requirement. You can switch between different models. It will take as an input for that a previous model, and based on that you can start with uh, another model as well. So uh, this all seems from very like subscription based model, and not sure like how much in detail I can use, but those are self-explanatory, so we can use.
after that, I've generated a few options for skies and also added this text node which hold the words the end. All of these are connected in.
So for only for this particular blue sky, I can see 4 options provided, but not for previous one.
The end. All of these are connected into the text node. I've generated a few options for sky work and building. Next is the giraffe
Okay.
generated with
So
Google.
for everything there have we have option, like for this one we have two options available, out of which one we can choose. Okay, so it is not only for each model we have like option to choose.
Great work. And also connected into the compose text node, which hold the words the end. All of these are connected into the compositor node. If I would click edit, I will get inside the compositor interface.
Oh,
And now
so it again it's good, like we have it seems we have end-to-end control how output should be available. We have options like for generating each ingredient or raw materials, and based on that, out of this what a recipe we have, that also we can update in this compositor studio, which is great.
now I have my layers here on the left side, and I can control each of them individually, placing them at the right size and position, rotation, and even blending mode that I would like. In this way, I'm controlling the composition by myself. I used the right-hand corner of the sky because I wanted a clearer sky. And also pay attention to the text layer input. It has different parameters like font, weight, style, letter spacing, size, etc. After
So based on this, like for text, it will have different option. For images and background, it will have different options.
composing the images I like, I would close the compositor and continue my journey. For the next step, I would like to refine these bad edges and even grade the image a little bit. So I'm popping it into Flux Context Map.
So for this, you need to have background, like how actually this particular image editing or video editing works. So if you have that domain knowledge, then you got like quick AI model which is suitable for your profession.
Asking Flux to recreate this image in film photography style, teal, cold washed colors, keep the orange color for the title. And it's doing exactly that, which I like immensely. After Flux, I'm popping it into clean
The static shot of man gently petting on giraffe with the title the end.
video, asking for
So here we can see that
immensely. After Flux, I'm popping it into
there are 9 like options we get from this clean video output, so which is great.
clean, exactly that, which I like immensely. After Flux, I'm popping it.
So here we can say out of eighth one, it they have chose for actual output.
Into clean video, asking for a static shot of a man gently petting a giraffe. After that, I've used Topaz Video Upscaler to generate the final result. I hope you enjoyed this glimpse of the compositor node with its varied inputs. In the next tutorial, we're going to examine how to generate a 3D model.
So with this basic level, you can start. Tutorial 3 and 4, it seems very for specific part, like 3D wavy part, and 4 video design app, and it's for like creating app. So I thought I will skip this one, but let's try to go for it.
You guys probably remember the Blender's donut tutorial. They were amazing to me. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to use image to 3D models and how to use these 3D models in your workflows. Let's start. So with much respect to these Blender tutorials,
So okay, they are trying to search on Google.
I am right-clicking on a photo, copying the image, going to Weavy and pasting it, and it's ready to use. Now
No need to just like save particular image, then use as a import. You can directly copy paste image from Google or other search engine.
I will go over here on the left to the menu to the 3D models part, and I can drag out anyone that I want. Rudin, Hunyan, Trellis, Meshi, all of them are good. My favorite now is Rudin. I think it's pronounced Rodin, but let's go with Rudin. Connecting the image to the image input. You can notice that when I'm dragging out an edge, the only inputs that are highlighted are the ones that are available.
Okay, so we can see that it's auto try to understand we are providing image input, and that image connector got activated. So uh, there was no need to show this. We can it could they could have only show that it's connected or not, but here we can see that to understand the layman, understand beginner like me, so we can see that image is connected to image, and from if we add new prompt, then it will show that prompt text box is trying to connect prompt connector. So it usually so we can self learn with, and there is no need to have in-depth tutorials. This basic one are good to start with.
To me. I mean, I can connect it to the prompt if I want, just for you to have total freedom. But, you know, naturally would be connecting the output image to the input image in Rudin. I'm running the model and waiting for result. While this is rendering, let me try something else. I'm right-clicking on the canvas, typing in describe and adding the image describer, then connecting it to an image model. So let's go for Imagen 4. I'm dragging and connecting. Let's run this model.
So it is very to use. There are no specific systematic setup required. You can just right click and run model, and when that particular model run, you can start with other models as well, other creating other feature as well. I'm only worried about how fast it will be. So I think for basic we will see some lags, or it will take some time to run, but for pro subscriber it should work fast with efficiency.
This is nice. Let's try it on 16 by 9. This is also nice. Okay, we have our 3D model. So this is the simplest way to use this image to 3D. You can go through a describer or another image, but you understand the point, I think. There's a 3D model output and an image output from this node, and you can download the OBJ to use on your own, 3D software if you like. But let's take a look at a more complex and maybe more interesting use case. So our first layer is this model, black and white, generated by Flux Pro Ultra, and then I used Outpaint in order to give some headroom to the image. In another layer, I generated this CRT screen in Google Imagen 3 and then plugged it in the image to 3D Rudin again to
So you have concept, or you have that designer creativity, then this here we can see that possibilities are unlimited. So based on different topic, you can create with all these available tools at this single location. You can create different outputs at professional level.
control the exact angle that I want the CRT monitor to stand in. Another layer is this cubism photo. All right, let's take a look on how it's composited together. So you can see over here that when I'm updating the 3D model angle, it gets updated in the compositor scene. Go inside the compositor, manipulate the size and position, and also dragging in extra layer for the image inside the screen. After generating the right angle and the right content for the screen, I'm popping it into FluxDev Redux to composite it.
So for this to to use specific, as I earlier said, you need to know that that particular model what to do and what that model at best, so you can use efficiently. I didn't know that flux redox and other like HD3 output used for that particular functionality. So like after like beginner mode, if you want to succeed, then like you try to understand each and every model so you can use as like creative to get creative efficiency.
nicely, and then outpaint to get the right aspect ratio that I wanted, topaz upscale to get a little bit more details, and then Kling video to get the animation that I wanted. Let's examine another method of
So we can say that simple but beautiful output we can have, and it seems it takes only like minimal time. With this output you can like image from prompt to image, prompt to video, you can create end to end. There is no specific additional requirement you need to provide or import from outside. Sometimes you can import images as a copy paste, but that's it.
using 3D objects in our workflows. In this interesting example, we are aiming at this low angle image of these soda glasses from underneath a glass table. That was super hard to prompt for, so we found an alternative way. We start out by breaking down the prompt into two parts. Front view, this is the first part of the prompt. The second part of the prompt is realistic photographs, real black and white photograph of two highball glasses, etc., etc. They both get concatenated over here, so we have now one prompt.
I'm not sure why they use separate prompts. Maybe just for like uh, they, since they can update it later, or
Front view, realistic photograph, etc. They both go into Google Imagen to generate this lovely image. Then going into Rodin, we generate a 3D model and then pick the right angle that we want. We wanted the camera to be underneath the glasses. This is used only to be able to determine the correct angle of the glasses. We're using this output through a resize node in two ways. The first way is that we're describing the camera angle of the image. So using an LLM, we plug in the generated image and the prompts that asks for a description, and we get this low angle camera looking upward and slightly forward. Then
we also need to understand what is the string. Any LLM, those box are available. I thought we only need to use prompt or prompt related details, but it seems they have more specific text box or prompt box available.
then we're concatenating again using this description of the angle and the initial description of the photograph without this angle. So now we have a
So
description
prompt concatenator is to joining different prompts.
of with the right angle, low angle camera looking upwards and slightly forward. Using this
We can skip middle prompts, and though that particular image later can connect with prompt connector to create new image or output.
as our prompt and this as our control net image. Using Flux Depth Pro, we're generating the exact angle that we want. I highly recommend checking out the next tutorial. It's about the design app, which shows how to use this complicated workflow using a really simplified.
So I'm very excited to do hands-on, but for tutorial 4 in next session, I will start with this one and we'll try to do hands-on. So I will have fresh like learning while I actually starts hands-on. So this particular Wavy AI tool is looks very impressive, and let's try to check how it actually works and if I'm able to do hands-on or not. So that's it today for AI day number 102. Let's meet next time with another interesting AI topic. Thank you.